I am a proponent of a view that I think was first put forward by Bertrand Russell, and I think actually was in a different sort of form also put forward by Alfred North Whitehead, which holds that the description of the world that we get through the physical sciences is a structural description of the world, and therefore is intrinsically incomplete. That in addition to its structural characteristics, the world must itself have a categorical or intrinsic basis, which carries the structure in which this structural description is a description of. Right? And I also believe that the world's intrinsic basis, all the way down to the level of physics, is through and through phenomenal and experiential. The argument for that is a little hard to summarize in a couple of sentences. If I had to, I would put it this way. When we talk about the world through the lens of physical science, it's like talking about a game of chess through the lens of the world of the rules of chess, and also a description of the pieces on the chessboard. For example, queen's rook 7, king's knight 3, that sort of thing. Right? We can talk about a game of chess in a very satisfying way just by talking about the rules of chess and just by labeling the pieces according to their positions on the board. But of course, to have a real game of chess, you can't just have the rules and those labels. You actually have to have pieces and a chessboard that are made of further things, further materials, further elements that are therefore realizing, instantiating, creating that actual game. So you might have to have a wooden chessboard. You might have to have pieces, the chess pieces that are made of marble or some other material. So you need that structural description along very specifically with a further material instantiation in order to have a real game of chess. Well, I think the world and its relationship to science is very similar. Right? You can have an extremely useful, extremely thorough description of the world through physical science, but that will be a structural description. There needs to be facts about the world over and above that structural description that constitute the embodiment of the world, the constitution of the world, that the structural description is actually realized by. And what the world is, in that sense, is different from what the world does, which is what science describes. And I think by understanding more thoroughly what it is might be instantiating, embodying, bringing fire to the world for the physics to describe, we can understand better why actually consciousness and experience exists.